as promised.
We're going to play some Navigators today, game of Guild Ball. Grace couldn't quite decide which team she wants to play, so we're going to do a lucky lottery. So we're going to put one of each team's influence tokens into the pot, and then we're going to draw one out at random, and whichever team she draws out, that's the team she's going to play. So we've got Masons, Hunters, Blacksmiths, Fish, Engineers, Morticians, Butchers, Rats, Union, and Alchemists. And go, Grace. Alchemists. So Grace is going to play Alchemists, and I'm going to play some Navigators. Just want to plug Muse on Minis. The Navigators Guild tells a new word tokens, which I got at SteamCon. Really cool. Going to be using them today for the first time. So yeah, awesome tokens. We always try to get Muse on Minis tokens wherever we can. So we've now chosen our teams. I'm playing the basic box of the Navigators. So I've got Windfinder, Wander, Azimuth, Ebb, Horizon, and Fathom. And my reason for playing all of these players is because I have never played with Navigators before, and therefore I have no clue what any of these players do. So I'm just going to try the opening box to see what they do, and then we can decide maybe from there if we want to include either of the two fish players in it, which is Siren or Angel.
Now I'm playing Alchemists. We've gone for a smoke team. I've played into these guys a lot, but I've never actually played them. So Trissa's out, we've decided on a smoke team. We've gone for Flask as the mascot, because he will give a free character play. We've gone for Mercury, because it's going to be a burn-heavy team. Catalyst, to knock some people down. Vitriol, because we all like to score a goal. And Compound, because we want to stop Triss from scoring goals.
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, so I'm going to need to deal with, obviously, Compound. If I can knock him down with Azimuth, or possibly put some kind of debuff on him from Windfinder, that's going to be useful. She's going to be coming at me and trying to score goals, as well as putting out a load of burning on me. So yeah, this could be a very interesting game.
Yeah. Hey guys, unfortunately, part of the way through the game, the computer crashed and we lost it all.
Yeah, which was really annoying because we'd done a really good game so far. So we've decided to do a sort of roundup video of what happened in the game. So yeah, we'll start with the turn one.
Yeah, well, you wanted me to kick to you.
Yes.
So Smoke went, she kicked the ball out, and the game began.
You shouldn't put Moana because that's not her name. And I can't remember what her real name is. Fathom. Fathom then went and got the ball. It kicked into a piece of scenery. Fathom then went round, picked up the ball. She came back round. She passed to Windfinder, got the one momentum, and then made a 4-inch dodge. It didn't really matter whether she did it using her heroic or whether she did it doing the 4-inch dodge for making the kick, but that's what happened.
Some other guys moved around. We're trying to remember what we did with it being lost.
A couple of smoke clouds got chucked out.
Yeah, and then Smoke went. She went from where she kicked the ball on my half of the pitch to Smoke. She threw a smoke bomb out. Cloud jumped over to Windfinder, tried to tackle him. It went surprisingly unwell. Okay, it's her. Yeah, it did not go well. Everything, I only needed 2 5s on a hit, and I charged in and nothing. So yeah, I needed 2 5s on the roll, and I only got the 1, so it did not go well. So the tackle failed. I put a bit of damage on Windfinder.
Yeah, 3, I think.
And that was the end of Smoke's turn.
It was almost the end of Smoke as well, because then she got ice-spied by Windfinder, and then Windfinder then put full speed ahead on Azimuth, which allows Azimuth to charge in, which he did, and he took all the rerolls, and he got quite lucky on his dice.
Rerolls are stupid. And
did 15 damage to Smoke, leaving her on 1 across the turn line. Windfinder had passed the ball subsequently to Ebb, who managed to run forward, and we had a piece of terrain on the so my top left, Grace's bottom right. So basically by the Alchemist goal, and Horizon was standing in the cover there. He managed to get the ball. Ed got the ball to Horizon. Horizon then dodged forward and ended up at the end of that piece of terrain. And then Cat came running across and left. Compound.
No, not yet.
Yeah, Compound and Cat were there.
Yes,
but
at the end.
He didn't do anything. So
it just came across.
It just came across, and that was the end of turn 2.
That's turn 4, turn 2.
So at the top of turn 2, I didn't really have much choice other than to essentially take out Smoke with Azimuth. He only had 1 on him. That's all he did. He just came in, took out Smoke, killed Smoke.
You could have gone. Well,
I could have gone for a goal, but it would have been difficult because Horizon would have needed to get the momentum. I won the turn. So basically, I won the turn, and I had the choice of either taking out Smoke as my opening thing or trying to score with Horizon. Actually, the lower odds play was the goal, so I took the higher odds play, which was just basically needing 1 dice to hit on Smoke, which I did, and took Smoke out.
Sad times for Smoke.
So
then there comes Cat
charging
across the pitch to try and take out poor Horizon. He did manage to get the ball off of him.
Yeah.
And do a bit of damage, knocked him down, pushed him away, and then realised he had nowhere to kick the ball.
Yeah, his kicked quite short.
Anywhere he would have kicked it, Eb would have got it, and it was safest option was to leave it on Cat, and that's what I did.
Yep. So Horizon ended up knocked down and fired. He was on fire and he was knocked down, and he'd been pushed
4 inches away.
Yeah, 3 and a bit inches away, I think, from Cat. So basically, he was knocked down. So I used the momentum that I got, one of the momentum that I got from taking out Smoke to clear conditions, and then I charged into Cat. So I managed to get to the top end of my playbook, which is tackle, double dodge on Horizon. So I managed to tackle and then double dodge away. So I was out of Cat's bubble, out of his tackle zone. And then I did Stellar Navigation, which allows him to make a free 5-inch dodge, which is fantastic. Which meant that I could get in, but inside of Compound's counter-charge range, which was the most important thing for me, and then kick the ball in with my rerolls. Yeah,
so there we go. There's a score. There's 1 goal. I kicked the ball back out, and Vitriol was able to retrieve it. She then did some fancy backwards and forwards.
Yeah, that was really cool, actually. The ball got kicked out and it sort of went past her, and then she kind of went across to it, got it, and then dodged back across. Oh, it was really cool.
It's a shame you guys can't see it, but hopefully we'll get the tech sorted. We're all new to this.
Yeah.
So we're looking at getting some better tech to record this stuff. But Vitriol then kicked it to Mercury, who did a 4-inch dodge forwards
towards my goal.
Your goal?
Basically, directly towards. He was sort of smack bang in the middle of the table. All of my guys had kind of pushed over to this side of the table or to this side of the table, so there was nobody really around that middle part of the table, so he had pretty much a clear run through.
So then you did something with Wanda, so it didn't really do much.
Nothing much. I'd used all my important activations by this time, so I kind of got Wanda with 1 on him, and it was like, oh great, I can do nothing. So he kind of just did nothing.
So then Mercury scores.
Yeah.
He went in, scored the goal.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
The ball got kicked back out.
Yeah.
To the middle of the pitch.
To the middle of the pitch again.
Not to anyone, just into the middle of the pitch.
No. So basically, it kind of went slightly in front of Eb. Yeah. Eb ran, picked up the ball, and ran in on goal. I knew he was going to get counter-charged, but I kind of thought it was worth the risk.
You never know. He might have fluffed it all.
He might have fluffed it all, but he didn't. Eb got basically knocked down and 2 damage on him.
The ball
the ball scattered, and then that was basically the end of turn 2.
Yeah.
So turn 3, Grace played CC Initiative, and Kat did a 4-inch dodge to get the ball. Windfinder then...
Being as it's scattered.
Yeah, and then Windfinder then 4-inch dodged to Kat. so they were both there. And then we did, I think it's go for the knees.
Something
Whichever one
like
gives
that.
you singled out anyway on both of the teams. So Grace put hers on Windfinder, and I put mine on Cat, in case Cat didn't go first. That was probably, from my perspective, a bit of an error. I probably should have put it on somebody different. I had Vitriol, who I could potentially have killed if I'd have put that on, to be fair. So,
Would it make a difference to the game?
No, I don't think it would have. No, because then I probably couldn't have done what I did later on. So carry on.
Catch you up. Then Cat hit Windfinder.
So Cat had a load of dice on Windfinder because he had his +2 because he was burning, and +2 for singled out. So
yeah, and then plus his 6 tack. So that's pretty nice. So Windfinder got a bit smashed. But Cat didn't do that much damage, just pushing away mainly. Knocked him down, pushed him 4 inches back, her down. I will remember that one day. I used to always get missed wrong. And then
Mist is a he, she, so that's totally fine.
Hey, gender neutral.
Yeah.
He then kicked the ball over to Smoke, who'd come back on the pitch.
She came on kind of to my top left to Grace's bottom right.
Yeah, so she was near to Smoke.
Near to that
Cat.
piece of terrain, basically, that Horizon was standing behind.
So, ball was kicked to Smoke, and that was the end of
She dodged, though, didn't she, Smoke?
Yes, she did. She wasn't going to, because I thought you had momentum on Windfinder.
Windfinder was knocked down and burning by this point, but I had 0 momentum because I was kind of hoping that Cat wouldn't get as far up his playbook as his knockdown. He did, so I failed. She literally got 3, and she needed 3. So it was a good gamble, but unfortunately it didn't quite pay off.
Yeah. So then something else happened after that, but it wasn't particularly big, as we haven't put it on our list. No. So up next is Smoke. She manages to move across the pitch using her smoke bomb.
She came down here. She smoke bombed onto a piece of fast terrain. Jumped into the cloud, and then what did she do? Oh no! Then she killed. Oh yeah,
she ran
across, and then she left herself so she was in enough of the bird to basically kill the bird using her chemical breeze or whatever it's called. One of her plays that allows her to basically take 3 damage
if you're poisoned or burning.
The bird was on fire, so because it got on fire because of Vitriol doing her thing at the end of the last turn, her pulse thing, at the end of the previous turn. So the bird had moved across when it activated at the end of last turn. That's why it couldn't get across far enough to get to the ball and all of that stuff. So she killed the bird, and then I scored with Smoke. She kicked the ball in and I scored. Woohoo! Go Smoke. So the ball got kicked out and I kicked it kind of towards, there was a sort of a scrum over here and not really much happening in the middle of the field, and a scrum kind of right down the far end where their goal was, and Horizon, Ebb, Windfinder, Cat and Compound were all kind of in that scrum at the top end. Down here we've got Azimuth, Fathom and Vitriol. The bird had just died, and so there was kind of nothing up the middle of the park. So I kind of kicked the ball down the middle of the park, but unfortunately it kind of deviated all the way across and ended up behind Vitriol.
So she snapped that ball.
She snapped the ball. So then Fathom went. It's not Moana. It's Fathom. Moana went, and she basically did an attack on Vitriol and got really, really, really lucky. Only needed to re-roll one of her dice, and she got to the top end of her playbook. She had a crowd out by Azimuth as well. So she got 5 dice, and she hit 4 of the 5 dice, and she got the tackle double dodge. Momentiously, I then got the ball and was trying to work out all kinds of fancy stuff of how to get the ball over to Windfinder, which you were like, which you, Grace pointed out, you were overthinking it. When what I should have just been doing was trying to score a goal, which eventually I decided, I could do that. So I ran down to within one of a piece of rough ground, which is in the middle of the table. I then did her heroic, which allows her to make a 4-inch dodge. That got me into shooting range. I then shot the ball into the goal and scored with Fathom. Yeah. So then it was ball kick out. Yeah, kick the ball out. It landed just too far from Vitriol. To snap it. She was engaged with Azimuth sort of over here, which Fathom had just sort of double dodged out of. Yeah, so I was able to do a push dodge on Azimuth, Yep.
And
move him out the way.
Move him out the way, snap the ball, and then run in, score for the win.
So Grace won 12-10. So
yeah,
really good game. I think Grace deserves credit for the first game with Alchemists.
I won.
And I also did all right with Navigators for the first So in conclusion, I think that Navigators are probably in the top tier of the minor guilds. I don't think they're still quite there in terms of the major guilds. I think if I was playing Brewers or one of the sort of bottom end of the major guilds, I think I probably would have stood a better chance. Alchemists are just a bit too good. All of the minor guilds tend to be wanting to do the same thing, which is score goals. Rats and Falconers and Navigators. I think the Navigators are the most efficient at doing that because of all the rerolls and stuff, but I still don't think they're quite up there with some of the major guilds. No. I think they're good. I don't think I would take them to a tournament at this stage. But
there's the fish that you could add in as well.
I can add in Angel, which I think would make a big difference. I'm not sure how much Siren's going to add, but I'll give it a go and we will see.
Yes, I think we'll try a Rage Union into them, see how much I can slaughter them.
I think Rage Union or something like that kills them quite easily. So that could be quite an interesting game.
So.
But I think Grace did really, really well with her first game with Alchemists.
It's good.
And with Smoke. So I think she got the hang of them pretty quickly. So maybe she'll want to play them again.
Who knows?
We're thinking of a few things that we can possibly do for our next video, one of which might be a Union versus Union game, but that's all we're going to say for now. We don't know what we're going to do really. We might do some more Navigator stuff. We might do something else. We might do a Union versus Union game. So cool. Thank you very much for watching. And
to like, share and subscribe. And we will see you next time.
See you again soon. Thank you.
Bye, guys. You waffle on.
I do waffle. That's true. I like to waffle.
Okay, go.